Cannot believe it's almost Thanksgiving next week. Yeah. I feel like October just went by like so fast.
It's crazy. I feel like it's Christmas break any day now.
Yeah. I mean, it will be. That's what I looked. I was like, I only have 6 weeks left till Christmas. I did put my Christmas tree up this weekend.
Me too.
You did too. Oh, I was like, my husband's like, you are crazy. I was like, we only have 6 weeks. I'm not putting it all out and then having to take it back up, you know.
I
I
think
didn't put the
everybody's
outside
doing
up
that.
yet.
I had a student say that I guess whatever link they had wasn't working, so I'm trying to find my main one and send it back out to everybody just
Okay.
to make sure.
Let's see. Maybe I need to do the same thing. But I mean, we got in fine, and I used the. There we go.
I used the link that Miss Smith sent and it worked fine.
Oh, okay. So then, all right. So that's Delta.
And I hadn't had anybody else email me about it, but I'm looking
Okay.
at that link that I sent is the same one as
Yeah.
Was that the student that emailed you that just got on?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You think we should go ahead and start, or we should wait a few more minutes?
It says 11:35. I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay, I might let you go ahead. I'll let you start. And
Okay, so I think for the agenda, we were going to, so I'm not going to talk about the side thing that I have for ABG. I'm going to wait for next year for that.
okay.
So we're looking at updating the bulletin board.
Yep.
So in building 4, there is I guess I'll call it a triplex bulletin board where it has 3 sections to it, where we can put up information about the honor societies and then each of our individual societies, PTK and ABG. So that is one of the projects that we want to work on. Our chief academic advisor suggested that we updated that board for students. So we decided to make that a project for us. I think we can either do it at the end of this year with 6 weeks. I don't know if you want to wait to do it at the beginning of next year as a project for next year. So what are your thoughts?
Either way, we could go ahead and get it done. It doesn't matter to me.
I mean, you guys did so well with the posters, you know, and I think obviously we only have 2 people up here, but if we sent out an email and just said, hey, we need some help, and looked at a time and a date, I think you guys would be able to knock it out pretty quickly. And we kind of, you know, Ms. Smith and I talked about it. We could do one side, if it's a trifold, you could do one piece is like ABG, one is PTK, and then maybe in the middle, just Honor Society in general, you know. And it probably has not been updated in, I don't even know, probably 10 years at least, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe longer. I have no idea. I haven't updated it, but I've only been PTK for the last maybe 3 years. But yeah, it's not been updated in a long time. So, Ashley, if you want to think about a date and a time, and then we could just send it out and just see if everybody could meet. What, I can't remember. Did we meet? Because it seemed like we had a good number of students that one day that we met to do the poster.
About 5, I think, showed up.
Yeah, which is a good amount. So I'm trying to remember what time we did.
It was 11:30. It was the same. It was a Monday at 11:30.
Monday, okay. So actually, if you want to let us know when, and then we could just send it out and see who can come.
Okay, 11:30 works really good for me. And it
Okay.
seems to work well for everybody else. So I think a definite time, 11:30.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and do it in December, or do you want to wait and do it in January sometime?
We could go ahead and get it done in December.
Okay. Okay.
You want to do it on the 4th, so you're not doing it the week like final exams.
That's what I was thinking too. So maybe December 4th at 11:30.
Works good for me.
Do we want to meet? I would say let's choose a different room because the last time there was all that stuff in there. Let's see. We could use the I don't know what that there's Elizabeth. I don't know what is that room with the lab stuff in there. The tables. By Miss Murphy's room. You know which one I'm talking about, Miss Smith? That big room.
Oh, like 46A or something? Or
Yeah.
you talking about? Okay.
Not the one with the computers all in it, but it's got all the tables in it.
The one we had like pizza meeting
Yes,
in.
that
Okay,
one.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking. We could use that one because there's no computers. I can walk down there and check to see what number it is, but or put it in the email, but or maybe I should let you guys in. Let me walk. I'll walk down there real quick just to check on that. Okay.
Okay. All right, so we have that triboard board. So do you all want to collect things, or do you want us to bring like some poster board? I know we'll have like the back sheets that we could get from the teachers lounge. Did you all like the lettering that Christy brought?
Yeah, that looked nice. Maybe we could print off some pictures of like us current events and things like that we've done. And
Okay. I think Miss Carson, she had a few pictures from Fall Fest, so I'll grab those pictures and print those out, and I'll do the logos like we did for Fall Fest. Do you all have any pictures from past ones maybe that you all could share?
I can look and see, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's room 41, but it says we have to schedule it with April.
Okay.
So I'm sure nobody's using it though. I feel like I'll talk to her, but I'm sure if we can't, I'll send out an email with another room. But 41 building 4. Elizabeth, we were talking about creating in the building 4 when you come down the main hallway, there is a poster that's supposed to be like with the honor societies. Actually, I just looked and there's like weird science stuff in there too. So we wanted to get together and see if you guys could create like a new poster to show off PTK and ABG and the honor societies. And so we said, Ashley said it would be a good idea just to go ahead and get it done. And we were going to do December 4th at 11:30. If that works for you. And Delson.
Yes, ma'am, that works for me.
And that would be building 4. And I'll check to see if we can get room 41, but if not, I'm sure we can find another room somewhere around here.
Okay. And I'll try to take a picture of the board and send it with the minutes so that can spark some creativity for everybody.
Sounds perfect. Audio hasn't working. Okay. Elizabeth, does that date work okay with you? December 4th at 11:30? Okay. She just signed out. All right, so then I think some of the other things were on the agenda is just some of the activities that we wanted to do. I looked up, the Christmas parade is on December 7th at 4 o'clock. I don't know if you guys want to do that. I haven't got any information, like Judy hasn't sent out anything like with a form. I looked to see if there was a form on the Williamston site and there wasn't anything. So we may just have to call. I don't know if you guys want to do that. It's on like a Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So it's kind of up to you guys.
If we could get enough participation, we could do it, but
Yeah.
not sure if we can have enough participation.
I know, yeah. It's just hard. December's hard because, there's just so much stuff going on and then you got exams and projects due and, so it's kind of hard. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we have up here? And then we can kind of start thinking about some community service ideas. I feel like we probably need to wait until next year. I mean, what do you think, Ms. Smith, to do some of these things?
Yes, but I think we could get in, I guess, a list of things that we'll do each year, like a community service activity, a fundraising, make sure we do Fall Fest, and I don't know if we'll do like a spring thing, but they're just like our normal things that we like plan for each year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea and if we could just come up with one community service thing a year, for the whole year, that would be a cool idea. And like you said, we could kind of do that same thing every year and then we wouldn't have to come up with something new. Or a fundraiser idea too. So then we're not reinventing the wheel every semester. That sounds great. Elizabeth, did you hear what I said about redoing the posters and trying to do that on December 4th at 11:30? If you could do that, neat. We said around room 41. I got to check on that, but oh. Okay, well, so do you think, Ashley, do you think you would like to send out an email about the Christmas parade possibly? Or do you
I
think
can send out an email
not do that or?
and just see who would be willing to participate. If we have more than a handful of people, then
No, we can't hear you, Elizabeth. It's still saying you're muted though. On my end. Elizabeth?
Okay.
We can hear something. And now we can't. Just respond up there through the chat, Elizabeth, if that works for you.
So Ashley's gonna send out an email to gauge interest in the Christmas parade,
Yeah,
which is on December the 7th at 4 p.m.
if you're okay with that, Ashley.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect.
Also for XGA, we haven't planned our end of the year or beginning of the semester. We haven't decided which one activity yet. We're doing that this afternoon, so I can send an email to inform you after our meeting.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. So you guys are planning it, you said an end of the year or in a semester? Or you mean like in the spring semester?
either an end of the year, like in December, or a beginning of the semester in January.
Okay,
We're not sure which one yet.
okay. That's good. So do you think we should go ahead and talk about community service ideas and fundraiser ideas now?
Or at least brainstorm, or do we have any ideas that
Yeah.
anybody have that we can just consider, and then we can kind of research it for our next meeting by the time we come back for the next meeting?
Do you think we should, well, I guess our next meeting will kind of be December 4th. I
Yeah.
guess we could use that for our next meeting, because then the next week is exams and then we're pretty much done. So then I guess we can go back and meet in January. We'll count our meeting as December 4th, and then we'll discuss the other ideas in January, I'm assuming.
So are there any community projects that interest any of you?
I know, for example, one of the things we did in the past, we got school supplies for a daycare and brought that in, and they really appreciated it. One of the local daycares in the area, I don't even remember which one. I think Dr. Wyman found that, but we got a collection, like a big basket of school supplies. Everybody kind of brought something in, and we did that at the beginning of the semester, in the fall semester, and then dropped that off. I think it was the fall. It might have been the spring, actually, but that was something we did that was, fun, and they really appreciated, and it was easy, it wasn't something difficult. Just an idea of something that we've done in the past.
That's a good idea because it's something that's really needed.
Yeah. Elizabeth. Okay. Elizabeth, does that date work for you? She said she can. But anyway, if you guys want to just if you want to think about some things or do some research or whatever on some community ideas, that we could do, we could pick either the fall or the spring semester to do. Have we talked about the hot cocoa event? No, Elizabeth. Ashley mentioned you guys were meeting with the SGA this afternoon to talk about some stuff, so. Is the hot cocoa event, is that with SGA? Is that going to be something that involves the other clubs or just SGA?
The other clubs as well.
Oh, okay. And then fundraiser ideas, and Ms. Smith, I know you kind of had the idea about the Krispy Kreme donuts. That could be something we do.
Yes, they have a lot of, I don't say a lot, but they have a few options for donut sales. I have to pull it back up. Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, I know you can sell cards, then you can also sell certificates, like for just 1 dozen, and then the cards are like for multiple, like buy one, get one free. We just did this with my soccer team in Martin County, so I know a little bit more about it now. And then you can just buy, then you could also just sell boxes of the donuts too. I think it would be easier just to sell the certificates or the cards personally. So then we don't have to actually deliver the boxes, and then you can buy them whenever you want. But there was a ton of different ideas though.
Was it successful with your soccer team?
I don't know. I don't know how many people really actually sold them. I sold several of the cards. They were like I want to say it was $24, $25, something like that. And you get like 10 little stickers, and then you get buy one, get one free. So I probably sold 6 of those, which I thought was
Okay.
pretty good. Yeah. But
I'll put the link in the chat for you all, so you all can kind of research that more, and I'll add it to the minutes. So that's something you all can look at.
yeah, I just don't know how much money they actually got from it. You know what I mean? That's the part that I don't know. Like, how much is it worth the amount of the time, you know? Like, we looked in the candy bars one time, selling the candy bars, and when you look at it, the shipping cost on it was like, I don't even remember. It was insane. I remember when we looked at it. So the amount of candy that you had to sell to outweigh the shipping cost was like, I don't even know, maybe $20 or something. Dr. Wyman and myself looked at that one time, and it was crazy. And then we've done the raffle ticket sales, which was pretty easy.
It was like a 50-50 raffle.
It was a 50-50 raffle, yeah. But honestly, we would have only made $70 after all of it. And then the person that won the raffle ended up giving us back the money. So then we made about $140. And then the split between 2 clubs was still only $70.
$8.
So
We can always do the calendars. That way we make all the money.
sorry, what?
We could always do like the calendars like they do for like softball and band and all that. That way we make all the money.
Yeah, so we tried that with Dr. Bush, and the problem was we don't have any kind of online payment option unless we set up our own bank account type of situation. So I didn't really know how to do all that. We had talked about that last year, I believe. And so that's the thing. We have to be very careful with how we do fundraisers, because the college already gets a lot of money from other organizations for our foundation. And so Dr. Bush is very particular on how we do fundraisers. And so you have to get them pre-approved and all of that kind of stuff. And we've tried a lot of different ideas. Like, we tried a bingo idea with like a lunch, and that one got nixed for some reason. I don't remember the reasoning for it, but
Bingo with 501(c)s is very that's a state thing.
oh, really? Okay. See, and I don't know a lot, so you may know more about this stuff than me, but I just don't know a lot about it. But I just feel like a lot of times we have all these cool ideas, and then we go to Dr. Bush, and then he's like, no, we can't do it.
So have y'all heard of like the community yard sales, where like we have a parking lot and you allow vendors to purchase spaces? And so you get the money from whatever you charge from the spaces, and then, you know, they can sell their items on campus, you know. I know one school that. And we have a cakewalk, Elizabeth said cakewalk.
Yeah, but I don't think they would want us to charge. Like, we wouldn't be able to charge for the cakewalk out of Spring Fleet. You know what I mean? That would be more just a college event, you know. But yeah, that's an awesome idea. I have never heard of that. Is it, you said like another college has done something like that before?
It does it for their PTA.
Oh, cool.
PTK, yeah.
And so
And
they
in
have
past
like a Saturday or something? Did they have it on a Saturday or?
They call it a yard sale, so it is normally like from 7. So they let people set up from 6 to 7, and then from like 7 to 11 is the yard sale, and then they break down 11 to 12 for that. And the first few years, I mean, they had at least 20 people out there.
Oh, wow.
So the first time, and usually the spring is a lot better than the fall, because the fall is cold.
Yeah.
So people don't usually come out, but.
And so do they just charge per spot? Like,
yeah, so each parking space is $12 early, and then if you get it right around there's a cutoff date, and then it's $15 after the cutoff date. And you can buy more than one space, but you can't sell food unless they do it, which I don't know why that is. I don't know if we could allow, food vendors. I don't know.
I
What
know,
the
the only
business
thing
will
I
want.
worry about is we're just so rural, here.
Yeah, right.
I just worry about the amount of, it's not like people just ride by here, you know what I mean?
And see it, yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're coming to the college, and then on a Saturday, it's gonna be even less traffic. So that would
Yeah.
be the only thing that I would be, whereas Pitt, like everybody's,
Driving by that, yeah. Unless we did it during the week,
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
but that's a great idea though. One I haven't heard about or thought about before. And we've also done, like we did raffle baskets before, like themed baskets. We got a lot of the instructors to like donate. Like we did like a candy basket and then like a toy basket and a spa basket, and then we raffled them off. That was honestly, it ended up being way more work on me and Dr. Wyman because people didn't bring in what they were supposed to bring, and then yeah, so that was a fail too. But we tried it. But so yeah, if you guys think of, brainstorm some ideas on a fundraiser idea or the community service, take a look at the Krispy Kreme fundraiser. I think that's going to be a great idea. Everybody can sell their own, and then bring it back, and who knows how much we could get from that. And then you don't really have to worry about like online stuff. You just have to worry about what you sell.
Right.
I think that's probably gonna be the easiest thing personally, but do you guys have any thing to add, suggestions, ideas?
I think the Krispy Kreme thing would be great, and the pop up shop for the spring because I have been to several of those, and I think the pop up shops are a hit.
So you like the Krispy Kreme and the pop-up shop idea, Delsa, is what you were saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have that down. All right, any other thoughts about those items? The bulletin board, the Christmas parade, community service activity, or fundraising ideas? Do y'all have anything you all want to discuss?
So Elizabeth Ashley was going to send out an email about interest in the parade. I mean, if we only have 2 or 3 students, it's just not gonna be enough students to do it. And I think last year we only had a few students. So she's going to send out an email about the interest. The parade is actually on December 7th at 4 p.m., which is only about 3 weeks away. So she was going to see if there was interest in it. If we have a bunch of people that want to volunteer, then great, we can do the parade. And if we don't have a lot of people interested, then we'll just not do it. All right. Well,
I have a question. Then meeting this afternoon for the I think she said the cocoa meeting. Where would that be at?
I couldn't hear.
I didn't hear
Uh,
that.
the meeting that's for this afternoon. Where would that be at?
I hear you louder now. Say the first part again.
I'm sorry. The meeting that's for this afternoon. Where would that be?
Oh, it's about the SGA meeting.
Okay.
I think that's for SGA members. I'm not sure. Are you a part of SGA, Delson? I
Oh
guess
no,
anybody can come.
I thought she said it was for all the groups. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
I think that was just for SGA.
Okay, the
Yeah.
officers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, Ashley, the meeting this afternoon is just SGA right?
Yes, ma'am. It's just SGA.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So we're planning to get together on December 4th at 11:30, building 4. I'm gonna double check on room 41, but we should be able to use room 41. And we're planning to redo the poster. It's like a trifold.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
I don't either.
A display.
That's better, yeah.
So, and we have paper here. If you guys have any kind of cool, I know some people brought some little letters. If you have anything like that, bring that, and some markers if you have it. I will try to remember to bring some markers and stuff too. I need to write myself a note, but we do have a lot of paper. And they also had some of those old cork boards we may be able to put behind there, because it looks like it's like the paper's kind of pushed back in there. I don't know. Yeah, if we had something harder that would hold the paper up, we'll have to look at it. We'll have to get a key and open it up and look at it. But and then, you know, we can print out some stuff too if we need to. But yeah, so that is our next meeting. And then we will plan to have a meeting in January to go back over any ideas on, obviously, if we decide to do the Christmas parade, we'll have to get together on what we want to do for that. But we'll have to wait until we hear back from you, Ashley, on if you have any responses and stuff. I know in the last year, all they did was hold up a sign and pretty much and just walked, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, yeah.
Do you
But
all
then-
have that sign?
I
should-
can go, so.
It was like one, I think they're both like felt signs. I'm not sure where they are, but I think they're somewhere.
Yeah. I know that ABG, I think, had like a felt sign. I don't think I have a felt. Not unless they just hold it up my little like to have like a tablecloth type of thing. I don't know. I doubt Dr. Bush would know.
Okay, I think I see it. Yes. I have one, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what we use for mine. I had just had a baby, or was getting ready to have a baby. I
Okay.
had a baby on December 11th, so I did not, and it was like a couple of days before, so I did not go and walk in it. It was a blue banner. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Mine probably wasn't felt, but it was like a banner type of thing, which I do have.
Okay.
All.
Yeah, I do see the one for ABG.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think that's all they did last year. But if we only have one or two people, I just don't see the point in doing all that. But yeah. So I would say we come back, we do the December 4th thing, and then we come back in January. Everybody bring any more ideas on fundraiser ideas, and then a community service project idea.
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and look for a January date?
Yeah.
Yeah. 11:30 still a good time for everybody that's up here for next
Yes,
semester?
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. And classes start the 8th. So maybe that's the week after that, or we want to give it 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, maybe the week of like the 22nd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe like the 25th, that Thursday. I mean, the 24th, that Wednesday, the 24th,
Okay.
January 24th at 11:30. Does that work for y'all?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey. You guys have anything else to add? If not, I will say we will see you guys on the 4th of December. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You
all
too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, take care.